Hey y'all, hey! Happy Sunday. Welcome back to my page. Welcome to the replay, y'all. We're going to create some fall decor. I've got my water bottle here because I am trying to get all of this finished in my belly by the end of the day. So, when you hop on, say hey. Hope y'all had a great day, y'all. My name is Amy from A to Z Designs. If you don't see a red box right up there, that just means you're catching the replay. And totally fine. Just comment hi, hey, how you doing? All right, so I'm going to take y'all back. I'm going to back it up. And the cord is slinging the phone. Isn't that just something that drives me crazy? Behind the scene changes need to happen. ASAP. All right, so I've got a box frame, okay? We put Merry Christmas.
You said ASAP, right?
On this. Not Merry Christmas. We did something Christmassy, okay? And we're going to do something fall on this side. Then over here, Zach did this one a long time ago. I'm always disappointed when a liar's pants don't actually catch on fire. We're going to put it on, we're going to use this other side. So it's double-sided, right? First, I need to make sure I'm going on the right side. Then I took placement tape. Okay, y'all see that? And I just went along the edges of my frame. Okay, so the key word is frame, F-R-A-M-E. And make sure that y'all hit the heart button. Okay? And let's have some fun. What did y'all do today? Thanks, Denise, for the stars. Y'all are like, we're so close to hitting our goal. This new goal that I set. I so appreciate that. Guess what we're going to use, y'all? We're going to use the color of the month that's called Nominee. And y'all, check out my shirt. I just literally opened it up. It's wrinkly as all get out. But this is one of our fall shirts that we have on Amy2ZachDesigns.com. Check it out. Check it out. But we're going to paint with our color of the month. Okay, so some of you may be asking, okay, well, what is color of the month? Well, every single month, we release a color of the month on the 1st of each month. And in order to unlock it to purchase, you must have $75. That is before tax and shipping in your cart. In order to unlock it, add the color of the month, Nominee, for August, and then you check out. Okay, so I'm giving this a stir. It needs a stir. Thanks, Brenda. I love the shirt too, y'all, the heart. And it's got like the leaves and the gourds, the pumpkins. There's some flowers. Let's see. Acorns. So, oh my gosh.
There's only one shirt that matters, and it's this one, because I got a rock. Hit the heart button if you know what I'm talking about.
Y'all know what that is? I Got a Rock. Is that from Charlie Brown?
Charlie Brown.
Okay.
The Great Pumpkin Patch.
Well, whatever.
It's not whatever. It's Charlie Brown.
Okay, so I'm going to grab a paintbrush.
I'm telling Charlie Brown you said whatever.
You know what? That's fine. You tell him. Donna, do you know what that's from? Frame is the keyword, y'all. Hello, hello. No, Corrine, it's the same price. The color of the month is the same price. All right, so I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to slap this on my board. And y'all, this, like, paints, like, even smoother than butter. Like, smoother than our other matte paste colors. Like, this is insane. Like, I just want to paint my face. I want to pull a Zach. Bambi, hi, girlfriend. I'm going to get your spoon sent out to you soon. I got a whole list of people who I owe spoons to. But I hope y'all had a great Sunday. This is so smooth, y'all. All right, so this is, I would say it's a little similar to Shimmer Gold. However, the shimmers do not paint like this, and this one doesn't really have any shimmer. It's just straight. I mean, it's like metallic, y'all. You have to have this color. And I can't promise you that it will stick around even through this week, through tomorrow, because it's while supplies last. They don't make any more, and it has never lasted an entire month. So, just saying. So this is August 2023, color of the month. All right, and I think I need a little bit more. Let us see here. Who else do we have on here? Thank you. Let me drink some water, y'all. Michelle, where's that? Santa Rosa, is that California? So y'all, if you're curious as to why I mentioned the spoon and I'm drinking my water, I made a commitment to my friends that we're going to make better choices. So if you want to find out more information, just comment the word group and I will get you approved to join that group. I actually posted this bottle in that group today. I love this. Every single one, every person in my family has a different color of that bottle. But it has the time, just kind of keeps you on track for, like, did you drink your water today? And I've been trying to drink 2 of those every day. I'm on a mission, y'all. I'm on a mission. All right, so I'm just making sure that I get all of this covered, okay? So bear with me just a second. I need to hold this up kind of like, not away from the light, but enough to where I don't see a shadow. And I got it a little bit thick here in the center, so I am just going to, there we go. And then I'm going to bring that excess up from the bottom. Yippee. And paint the wrong direction. Don't do that. Okay, that's what we have so far. So it's going to dry and we're going to see what it looks like, okay? Yeah, just comment the word group and I'll get you in there after I'm done. Yay. This bottle, Corrine, is that what you're talking about? No, unless, I don't, it's not cold. It's room temperature. Hi, Betty. How are you feeling? Oh, you're welcome, Bambi. I got to talk to Bambi like on FaceTime yesterday. It was so fun to see her face and talk to her. It like made my day. Like, it was so fun. And y'all, if you ever need to pick me up and you just want to talk, just send us a message. It's just fun to talk to y'all. Like, for real. Like, I talk at you here, right? But that was really cool. I had my, like, swimsuit on with my cover up on. I was getting ready to get in the pool. We were chit-chatting. It was fun. I enjoyed it. So thank you, baby, for letting me hang out with you. Oh, goodness, Tina, it's rainy. Thanks, Priscilla. How are you? How are y'all? All right, let me check and see. This is going to take a little bit of time to dry. I'll tell you that right now. So what I'm going to do, we're going to paint this one really quick because we're just going to do 2 frames tonight. And we're going to use 2 different transfers. I just thought we could have like a little one and a big one. I wonder if I could get one of my kids in here to help dry that frame. Y'all, they're so tired. School starts this week, so we're setting our alarms at like normal, like get up for school time. And they are not happy about that, but they know it needs to be done because I am not going to have a crazy household come Thursday morning because we weren't prepping them for that early alarm clock. So they'll be fine. All right, so this is what the smaller frame looks like. Ooh, that's so pretty, y'all. Look at that. Woo, woo, woo. Isn't that cute? Hey, 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 Brenda. All right, so I put that back in the jar. Let's see what this is going to turn out to be like.
You can totally tell them about the silliness logic about one son and in the showering first.
Here, you can help me tell that.
No, I'll let you.
I've got to dry this.
I know, so you have a time self-care.
So apparently, I forget. What is it again?
Jackson was upset.
Oh yeah, so I have a son who's very much like me. Very, very strict schedule on school mornings.
He has
Okay?
to know what's happening every morning.
Yeah, he's 5 steps ahead.
What's next?
Right? Like, what's next? What's next? He's a planner most of the time, all right? But forgets everything, okay?
Says he does.
So we're sitting at dinner tonight, and he's like, Dylan, you need to set your alarm later than me. Dylan, you're not going to be out of the shower when I am ready to get up and get in the shower. Dylan this, Dylan that. And so we're like, we'll set your alarm before Dylan so that you can get in the shower first. He's like, well, okay. Well, then he goes on to say that it's not only that. He wants to be out of the shower eating his breakfast while Dylan's in the shower because Jackson wants to watch his own TV show whenever he's eating his breakfast because him and Jackson can never agree on a show while they're eating breakfast. And I'm like, okay, what else? Because it just kept coming and coming and coming out. So,
He's a controller.
he is a controller, but gosh darn it, y'all, that kid makes me so mad.
So now you know what it's like dealing with you.
Quiet. So I had, I folded a bunch of beach towels and set them on one of his shirts that he wears in the laundry room. This morning I walk into the laundry room and the beach towels are on the floor. So I call him in there and I'm like, son, you have on the shirt that was underneath the beach towels. Like, did you do one of those tricks where you try to pull the tablecloth off the table and the dishes all stay on the table? He's like, well, I didn't see the beach towels. I'm like, how on earth could you not see the beach towels? They were on top of your shirt. So he literally just picked up the shirt and threw the beach towels.
Let this live be a testament to his kids one day of what he was like as a child.
I don't know, y'all. All right, so I really want to make sure that this is dry because I see... Actually, oh, right there. Yep, not dry. So it does take a little bit longer to dry, I would say. Similar to the shimmers. Yeah, kids, exactly. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. So we are projected to sell out of these probably tomorrow. So this is the August monthly craft box. So if you want to get it, it's $45 including shipping. You get everything to make it, including the chippy look with a paintbrush. You just need to have green, brown, yellow, black paint. Everything else you're going to get. The bow, the button, all of that. But just comment box, B-O-X, to get your, to get a message with the link to purchase. But we're projected so far to sell out tomorrow. Thank y'all so much. We're going to start working on those. Hi, Cindy! All right, let me see if this is dry. Okay. I think it's messing with my eyes. Like, I think it looks, I think part of the problem is, y'all, because it's so metallic, it looks wet, but it's really not. So maybe I didn't need to dry it that long. I know, kids. Kids these days. So we put all their supplies in their backpack. And their backpack went from like this thick to like, whoa. So they're in 5th grade this year. So I got them really good backpacks that have the thicker straps because I know they're going to be carrying some heavy stuff. But even they were like, Mom, this is heavy. We are making some box frames, Miss Christine. Hi, Emily. All right, I think this is good. So what we're going to do next, what do we do anytime that we paint wood? All right, I'm going to peel off my placement tape here and get that off. Ready to do the next step. Same with the big frame. So pretty, y'all. Sunday night crafting, y'all. Sue, you can get the frames in on my chalk website. Just comment the word. What is the word, y'all? Frame. F-R-A-M-E. All right, so we're gonna take our frames. Let's see. Let's start with this one. No, we're gonna start with this one. Looks a little streaky, but we're gonna see what happens. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I have an idea. I'm gonna look at something. It's this one side I'm not liking. And I already took my tape off, so I'm gonna be extra careful. And see if I can get to be not so streaky. Ooh, that's already better. I can tell. I can tell already. Because, you know, sometimes you get heavy-handed in certain areas. Okay, the same thing goes for over here. Hold on. I'm going to add a little bit to this, and then we'll start working on our small frame while this one dries. Because that one doesn't seem to look as streaky. But I sprayed a little bit of water just to kind of water down that paste just a tad. It's not necessary. I was just doing an experiment, okay? So. All right, let me get those out. And then we've got just a tad here in the center. Right there. Right there. Right there. What you doing, Zach?
Oh, just finishing up some of these orders.
He's sitting in here with me. He misses me. I mean, I've been here all day, but... Okay. I've been in the pool. My mom and my sister came over, the kids. Y'all, it was hot out. Okay, so we're going to wax. Hi, Deb. How are you? Bye from West Virginia. Thank you, Marcia. Oh, good. You're on the way to meet Miss Betty. Good. Where are y'all eating? Michelle? Are y'all far from each other? All right, so I'm going to wax this. Just make sure it's in every nook and cranny that you have. Okay. Hi. Yes. Okay, perfect. So guess what we're going to put on here, y'all? We're going to put the pumpkin from our August Club transfer. All right, hold on. Let me grab my fuzzing cloth. We're going to put the pumpkin on here. I think just the pumpkin. So I am going to use, I have Bright White and I have Dune. Okay. So let me open up, whoa, let me just throw them around. Let me open these up. And let's see what we're going to do. So I am actually, this is called fuzzing the transfer, okay? These are sticky. They're reusable, okay? It's not plastic. It's not a one and done. So I'm going to apply lint to the back of this. Anywhere that you see through it is the silk screen, so it's not sticky. But anywhere that you see like the teal turquoise-ish color, that is sticky, all right? So what I'm going to do now is grab my frame And I'm going to use the lines, see these lines right here of the flags, and we're going to line up this pumpkin right here on our frame. Okay, so once I have it centered, I'm gonna take like a finger or something, or 2 fingers, and I'm gonna press in the center of this pumpkin. And then I am going to start working center out to get that sticky part to stick to my surface, okay? Trying to make sure that I don't have any air bubbles. All right, just like that. And, okay, so that's what we have. So it is possible to use a larger transfer on a smaller surface, okay? So everybody right now, do me a favor, put your thumb on the heart button and hit the heart button for me. Sushi, yuck. I mean, I hope you enjoy. Zach would be there right with you, but no thanks. All right, so on this one, I'm just going to use, we're going to use Dune on this one. I'm going to see what it looks like. And it may blend in too much, but we're kind of going with like neutral colors, y'all, tonight. Okay, and I'm going to be careful that I don't end up dragging the paste over a section of the transfer that I don't want to have color, okay? Because I'm just using a portion of it right now. So, just like that. Let me just make sure that I got all the way at the bottom for the pumpkin and all the way across the stem. All right, put the excess back in the jar. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's pretty, y'all. Check it out. You see the pumpkin? Look how just like, I know there's a glare with the light, but that is just so simple, so pretty, right? It's just, it's different. It's just different. It's kind of hard to see. It's small, but it is what it is, right? Okay, so now what we're going to do is clean this, and then we're going to do our next frame, our second frame. These are double-sided box frames that we're using. Let me grab a dry eraser, a board eraser, spray it, and we're going to take the excess paste right off the top. So right now I'm working with the non-sticky side. Okay, then we're going to flip this over, sticky side up, and we are going to clean the back. Okay, isn't that cool, y'all? And it's just so simple. So simple. Now, I will tell you, for y'all that do create this, add more wax. I mean, I did pick up a tiny bit of the Color of the Month nominee, but not enough to where, like, you really notice. But I see a little tiny bit of, like, flakes of it on my transfer. So use more wax. Just make sure you wax the entire thing. All right, so I'm just cleaning off that dirty water. Don't do that. Please don't do that. And then we're going to put the backer on here. I'm going to show you how to do that. And then we're going to hop over to the next sign. Okay, the next frame. So I wrote back on this the other day. I'm going to line this up corner to corner, edge to edge. Just like so. Make sure that it's smooth. Good grief. And then now I can reuse this over and over. Now, you cannot purchase this on my website. That is part of the club subscription. Okay? All right, let's come over here to this. Let's make sure that this top, sides, and middle, I guess sides and middle are dry. Because we did add a little bit more paint, like right there, not dry. Should have known. And then we're going to wax this really good. Okay? Hi, Brownie. How are you? Yes, yes, yes. Guess what? That one I just showed you is the August Club. August Club is right here. Okay? Thank you. This shirt is on our website for you to purchase. So let me just make sure that this is dry. There's a spot right there. Okay, let's go and add our wax. No, Kathy. This is something that Zach and I create. I just use a Sharpie. So, Stephanie, the Sharpies are not wiping off on mine. I let them dry just a little bit before I do anything. I've used, you could add a sticker. Just buy some of those little cheap, like, it reminds me of like highlighter color stickers for, like, you'd use at garage sales. Okay? I don't know. Just grab a sticker. I don't know. That should work. All right, so I'm making sure that there is plenty of wax on this in hopes that it won't take up my paint, my paste that we painted on the frame. Okay, we shall see. Now I'm gonna flip this over. Now I'm gonna clean this because I'm not gonna use it on another project just because it's got a lot of that goldish tint on it. It's fine. Just, you can wash these over and over. Yeah, you're welcome. You are welcome. All right, guys, ready for this one? Look at this. Every year, I fall for pumpkins, bonfire, s'mores, autumn leaves, and you. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to set this over here to the side. We're going to peel this off, but first what we're going to do is write the word back right here. Okay, and so Stephanie had just asked, Sharpie, like, you see how it's starting to separate? Like, I just make sure that it's dry before I do anything with it, okay? All right, so now what I'm going to do is take my finger and roll it somewhere, there, right there. And then I'm going to work my way to the center, and we're going to peel this off, just like so. You want to save this, y'all. Okay, because again, this is not a one and done. I'm going to lay it on my fuzzing cloth, and we're going to fuzz it and add lint to the back. Okay, just like so. And I like to fuzz quite a bit because I don't want to take the chance of the stickiness peeling off my painted surface, or two, this getting so stuck to the surface that it actually is really hard to get off and could potentially stretch the transfer. Okay, so this is almost like a vinyl type material. But this is a brand new transfer. I've never used it, so they are very sticky. So I want to make sure, just for grins, I'm going to flip this over and do it on this side as well, just to add a little bit of extra. Yeah, that works. Okay, so we're going to grab, make sure this is going the right direction, and this should fit perfectly right inside of your frame, just like so. Good enough, okay? So now what I'm going to do is just run my finger over all of our words so that we do not have any air bubbles that could cause our paste to bleed, okay? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go in with, we're going to use bright white up here at the top for every ear. We're going to use two colors with this one. Okay, so then I'm going to transition over to Dune. And then we're going to do, I'm just going to use Dune in white on this. Just like so. Y'all, this is so easy. But hey, you might want to decorate for fall with neutral colors. Why not a perfect way with our new color of the month? All right, so I am gonna go and lift it up. Ooh-wee, y'all. It's really hard to see because of the light. Y'all see that? Okay, I'll show you the whole thing. Now, check this out. Because I lifted up the word pumpkins, I'm gonna lay that back down, just let it fall, and make sure that I don't have any, well, you can't really see. Like, I need to make sure all of this up here is like smooth, okay? So now we're gonna go in with our white again, and we're gonna take this all the way down to the very bottom, okay? All the way downtown. Very, very bottom. Just grab some more. And then just stop right there before you hit those last couple of words. All right, just like so. Okay, then we're gonna quickly transition to our Dune. I still have it like upside down, if y'all can see that. It's just easier for me to kind of move the surface as I go, depending on what the design is, I guess, so that I don't mix the colors. And then I'm gonna pick up the excess, and here we go. Y'all ready to peel it all the way off? Let me turn it like that. Ooh-wee, y'all, that is super pretty. Look at that. How fun, how different. What do y'all think about that? Okay, hit the heart button. I'm gonna hop over here really quick and clean this. That is really pretty, really pretty. Hi, Gloria, how are you? Totally amazing, I love that. Okay, so now we're just cleaning off the front, the non-sticky side, so that we can use this over and over. And then we'll flip it over and do the same thing. So guys, this is super important to make sure that you don't let your transfer sit there with a bunch of paste on them. I think it's harder to get it out of the screen because, I mean, if paste gets in the screen, it's gonna clog it, right? So just clean it as you go and use it. Don't let it sit. Just my best practice suggestion. Okay? So, let's...
But you tell me a suggestion is always to do it. When you suggest things to me, it's not an option.
Get out of here.
Is that different? Is that wife status?
Yeah, get out.
Okay.
You're done. All right, so I'm going to place this down, okay? Where did my sheet go? All right, and we're going to take our corners and we're going to line them up. And we're going to line up the sides. Okay, just like so. And we're going to wipe off all the dirty water, make it a flat surface. And now we can use it again. All right, so this is what we have so far. Well, not really so far. This is what we did. But look at that, y'all. I have to hold them at an angle because of the light. So let me scoot up just a tad. Ooh, don't fall. Look. Isn't that awesome? That is super pretty. I'm in love. I am in love. All right, y'all. So make sure you hit the heart button. Comment the word frame to get the supplies for this. And then don't forget to comment the word group so that you can get in on our fun making better choices, right? Our group there, so we can hold each other accountable. So y'all have a good night. I love this. I love this. So get your color of the month nominee, and we'll see you next time, okay? Bye, friends.